Was it not brought in Amanda talking to herself because she was bullying people?
I've not heard that story, but this is just the most recent one that I've heard, and she was a county over from me, so I've got people that taught at that school that I know that are going through that. It's very emotional, very tragic accident.
AJ Jones used to bully me and my friend Zach and Jones and everybody.
But just so keep that in mind, so when you see somebody being pushed around, remember somebody like Reagan, or keep Reagan in mind, and I think maybe she would want people to know, what happened to her, let that be a lesson, because I think she was really traumatized by that, the way they treated her. So just try to keep that in mind.
All right, so what can you do about bullies? After hearing that story and knowing what bullying does to these kids or other kids, what can we do? Taylor?
Stand up for the bully.
Stand up for the bully. And that's why I think everyone in this room has the potential to stand up to bullies. You may not be bullying, you may not be getting bullied, but if you are, then I'm sorry. But stand up for someone. If you see it happening, stand up for that person, okay? You guys are strong leaders in this school, and it may take you to help somebody else, all right? Even though you're not bullying. If you see someone else bullying them, stop, stand up for that person. Go tell a teacher. Tell that person. You may be friends with the person who's bullying somebody else. Your best friend could be bullying somebody right now.
I say there's not one person in this room that hasn't never been bullied.
We've all been bullied in some way, and we all personally know how it makes us feel. So someone who's repeatedly getting bullied, you can only imagine what they're going through. And when you start lacking self-confidence and you start lacking self-esteem, they don't have that potential to stand up for themselves. Because that person has knocked them down so far and made them feel this little that they can't stand up for themselves. They just let it happen. They feel like that's just the way it is. I've got to go to school every day and this person's going to pick on me and that's just the way it is. There's nothing else I can do. But that's not true. That's where you guys, who are the stronger ones, can stand in for that person. Even if they're not your best friend, that's okay. But you can stand in for that person.
There are some people that, if they bully you, self-harm and cut themselves.
Yeah, that's another problem with bullying. People may not have these suicidal planning to kill themselves, but they cut. Yes, that could be another problem.
And it only escalates from there.
And it gets worse from there, yeah. Yeah, that could start there, but it probably won't
My
end there.
brother, he used to get bullied, and he always, he would do bad stuff.
Cut us off.
No.
So, who in our school can you guys talk to? Who do you think you can talk to?
Mr. Knuckles.
Mr. Knuckles, our guidance counselor. Who else?
You.
The principal. We had, believe it or not, we have an anti-bullying policy here. Every school does. It just depends on how they push it. But I know here, we do not put up with bullying. If we have bullying going on and if we can catch it and we find out who's doing it, that person gets in trouble. If there's a no bullying policy here, all right? And most schools have that.
There's a new law that bullies, if you get bullied and you tell a teacher, that bully can get arrested.
Could, possibly, yeah, they probably could. So a teacher, your parents, your youth pastor, you can talk to anybody that you're comfortable with. Huh?
Your mom.
Your mom, right.
I'm comfortable talking to you, Miss Hilton.
Okay, well then if you ever had problems, you all can all come talk to me. You guys all know that? Right, so there's always someone out there to talk to if you see it going on. Or if you don't want to stand up to that person, but you know someone's getting bullied, then say, hey, Miss Shelton, Mr. Knuckles, Mr. Scott, I seen so-and-so getting bullied at lunch today, and I think something should be done about it.
Yeah, but not
All right?
all the teachers, say, they all get you in trouble. The teachers tell you not to be a rat and everything.
No, that's not going to be the
Miss
case if
Hall
it's dealing
does.
with bullying. Now, if it's something silly, Gabe, then yeah, but if it's bullying, then no. You're not going to get in trouble.
If you tell one teacher and they don't do anything, then go to someone else.
Because I told my dad on the SWAT team, he never told me to stand up, he told me to knock him out.
Well, let me tell you what's going to happen with that. Let me tell you what's going to happen with that. If you guys start hitting and smacking back, what's going to happen to you? You're going to be in trouble just as much as the person who hit you first if you return the punch. So I'm just saying that if you hit back, you're going to get in just as much trouble as the other person. That's never a way to handle it. But
You just go there with
Well, you may not get in trouble at home, but you'll get in trouble at school. Pick a color. Miss Courtney has paper, Mary has paper, and I have paper. So I want you to pick a color.
I've got this.
You got all
I've got pink. I have blue and purple.
I want green.
Yellow, I like that bright yellow.
Mine's better. We can watch it.
Anyone want green?
Oh, yeah, we got yellow.
Yeah, that's my first
I'll
thought.
pull it.
But yeah, he's the sport team, he told me not to run.
Okay, so on these pieces of paper, I want you to write good qualities about somebody.
Boys.
Are you listening?
Oh, can I draw some lights? No.
No, because we're going to do this activity first, then we're going to watch the video. Okay, so on this paper, I want you to write good qualities about somebody. They can be brave, kind, honest, anything that could build somebody up. Okay?
Oh, God.
You can write as many as you want. Write down good qualities about somebody. It can be about yourself. It can be that someone is brave. They're honest. They're kind. And you don't. There's not a certain amount. You can write down one or two.
Just drop it down. Then on the opposite side of that paper, I want you to write down some things that could potentially hurt somebody. Words that you could use or you might hear people using that could hurt somebody.
They can be words,
Actions.
phrases,
Yeah.
actions, anything.
Write that on the other side.
Write it on the opposite. Okay, on one side, you can write down good things. Like, maybe something you want to
Start writing
say,
things
or
that
kind,
hurt
funny, caring, something.
things that could hurt somebody else.
Yeah,
Like
anything.
things you may say or do. Or you can see people
No, no names, no names.
What are some things people
Yeah,
do?
no names.
Drop it down.
It's fine.
Huh? Write it down. Write it down.
Okay, now once you write something on the back that can hurt somebody, I want you to take that paper and I want you to crumple it up.
What? I just did all that work and nothing.
Wait.
Yeah, I want you to crumple it up.
No, crumple it.
No.
Crumple it
Well,
up.
yeah, you can
Crumple
turn
it.
it.
Crumple it up.
Crumple it up.
Do not throw it, just crumple it.
Okay, now, okay, so you have all yours crumpled up. Okay, now I want you to open it back up. I want you to open it back up. You ready?
Okay, just crumple it. Just crumple it.
Just crumple it up.
You can open it up and crumble it.
Sorry, no. Well,
Listen.
okay, I want you to try to smooth it out and get all the wrinkles out.
Okay, so try to smooth it out.
See if you can get all the wrinkles out. Okay, now raise your hand if you got all the wrinkles out.
Did anybody get all of their wrinkles out of their paper?
Hey, guys,
You still have wrinkles out.
So,
The point, okay, so I assume no one got all the wrinkles out. If I come around, everyone's paper is going to be wrinkly. Well, the point is that, okay, well, you didn't crumple yourself, so that doesn't count. The point of this activity is that all those bad things that you put on the back can affect all those good things that you put on the front. And saying something bad to someone or treating someone when they're down, I mean, that hurts them and that will affect them always. They will never get all the wrinkles. So be careful, but when you say to people and how you treat people, and I know you've probably heard this 1,000 times, but treat others the way you want to be treated.
alright, I want you to listen and watch the patient's introduction. You can pause that.